Everybody just getting on here.
Man. Yo,
Oh, yo, what's up, bro?
what's good, man? What you on, man?
Not much, bro. Friday night, just got done playing some basketball outside. I'm a little old, so my shoulder hurting a little bit.
I know how that feels, man. I'm
Yeah.
in here in the fireworks store, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you get for that 4th of July, huh?
You know it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what, where you located?
I'm in Fort Wayne, Indiana, boss.
Okay, Indiana. All right. Yeah.
Yep.
So they don't be they let y'all shoot off the fireworks there, no issue.
Yeah. They let us do what we need to do out here, man. They have fun with the fireworks out here.
Okay. Yeah.
About the only about the only fun thing in Indiana to do.
Yeah. They let you shoot the ones off in the air too.
Yep.
So I know sometimes. Okay. Yeah. See, some places be tripping with that. They'll let you do the little ones on the ground, but won't let you. That ain't fun, man. It ain't fun
Yeah,
unless you
yeah, exactly.
blasting the things off in the sky. That's where it's at.
That's
Shoot.
exactly where it's at, especially if they loud.
Exactly. I know, right? Yeah, bro. But just wanted to jump up on here, man, and bring you on, bro. Just I seen, when it comes to the content, bro, I seen you been on your grind, and so I just wanted to recognize that too, bro. I've been seeing I first seen you like pop up in my algorithm, and then I was seeing a couple videos here and there, I was like, okay, he putting out some dope content.
Yep.
It's pretty funny. I was rocking with it, and then I just kept seeing it pop up more and more, and then I was like, "Let me check this dude out, man." I keep seeing his face popping up, so then that's when I followed you and stuff like that, and then I started rocking with your content. And I'm like, "All right, man, this dude grinding, bro."
Oh
So
yeah,
like,
bro. I
yeah,
mean, it's been so, man. I started with the content. I was trying to figure out my niche. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I was doing the motivational. I was doing the barber tutorials and all that stuff. And
uh-huh,
there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. In those fields already. I feel like most people just want to laugh, right?
oh yeah,
So they're like, why not get on there and make some funny stuff about the profession, rather than always being so serious? You know what I mean?
oh yeah,
It's fun. It's fun to get on there and do barber tutorials and all that stuff, but. It's been kind of sold up for a while. You got 360 Jeezys and stuff like that.
oh
And again,
yeah,
has been doing it for, years.
yeah,
That's what I've learned, learned from 'em off the gate.
hmm
So, it was pretty cool to get on there and just start finding, some trending audios, man. That was just funny, man. And start trying a different avenue. And it started working out, hit my first 4 million views, and
hmm
my following has been climbing, man. So, I mean, it's definitely been a grind, though. I was dropping like 3 videos a day. I scaled it back a little bit since I opened up the fireworks store.
yeah.
But I mean, I'm about to get back to it, man, because I definitely love seeing the traction that my page has been getting.
Oh yeah, man. And how did that feel, man, when you hit that first milli, man?
Bro,
Because,
I'm talking about
bro,
I was mid head, bro, and I literally just
uh,
stopped cutting. I
yeah,
stopped cutting. It's like I hit a
yeah,
milli. I hit a milli. Like it was
yeah.
crazy, dude. Like
Oh yeah,
hitting a million views. Like, bro, you know how many people that is?
yeah, bro. It's wild,
That's
man.
insane. Like a
It's
million
wild.
people, and like organically though, like not
Yeah,
even like
yeah.
no
Not
promotion or
bought,
nothing.
not no promotion, not off of somebody else's page, like organically through the algorithm. Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
I remember when that happened to me on my first like viral video like that, and bro, it was just like when it hit like 100,000, I was like, oh. And then the next thing I know, I go back, I check an hour later, I'm like 200. I check the next day, I'm at like 500, and I'm like a couple days later, I'm like I hit a million, and that thing just kept going and
bro,
going, and
kept going.
it went all the way up to 9.8 mil, and that was like my most viral video. And the crazy part, it was just something simple too, like 10, 15 second
Right,
video.
it'd be the little 3 seconders, man.
Yeah,
That like
it beat it.
it'd be the ones that people can relate with, right? That are funny,
Yeah,
right? And like
exactly,
people that aren't just a barber, like they might be in the
exactly.
industry, or
Yeah.
they might be in a whole other industry, but feel that same way. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying? That'd be the ones that
That was
blow.
the and that was the one. So for me on that one, it was, with me being in the military, and then I do the barbering on the side, like that video that I did, it was just like it was the sound clip where it was like, "Oh my God, golly." So I used that one, and it was like just me. I was like me after doing soldiering all day, and I come home and start cutting hair, and my wife's reaction, and I was just like,
Tight, yeah,
so people,
yep,
so
yep.
it just wasn't even like barbers or military people that was like
Everybody
rocking.
can
It
relate.
was, it was other people that was like, man, yeah, I do this outside of working at the post office, and my wife be doing this, man.
Bro,
So it was just like that.
that's how. So like one of mine, my most viral one was the 4 million. It was me doing a little. It was me like waving at my client, whatever coming in, and it was one of my first clients. But that can relate to anything. You know
Oh
what I
yeah.
mean? Like it can relate to
Uh-huh.
anything. First customer that came in shopping in the store or whatever it
Yeah.
may be. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And then my other one was the white mom. When the
Oh
white
yeah,
mom
yeah.
when
I
the white
remember
mom
saw
comes
that.
in,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
that was my first one that started going viral, and I was like, dude, this the one that's gonna go viral, right? So I'm
Yeah.
sitting there,
Uh-huh.
and so it started getting so many comments, you know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying? And you bring up anything racial, you know what I mean?
Oh
It's just
yeah, yeah. It's going
yeah, it's just
it's
gonna go
trigger.
skyrocket.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna trigger people. So
yeah.
like. And
Yeah.
then I just did the most recent one, the Who Cut Your Hair. That one's about to hit like 500K.
Yeah.
That one was one of my favorite one, honestly, because I was actually on vacation when I made the video, and
Oh yeah, I saw
the dude
that. Yeah.
happens to be my client, right?
Yeah.
That I'm on vacation with, and he didn't even get no cut before he went on the vacation. So I'm sitting there
Yeah.
like, bro, I got to make this real with you real quick because
Oh
I'm
yeah.
embarrassed. I'm embarrassed you look like this.
Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And them be the ones too, man. Just like simple ones, stuff like that. But like I realized too, like the biggest thing what people don't realize too, man, is it's the consistency that you gotta do, man. Like you see these people, like you can always tell when somebody capping, you know what I mean? Like you sit up there and you look at these high followers and you like, bro, you ain't had one viral
You
video.
ain't had one
You
viral
ain't
video, bro. Like
not
what?
one. It's like, come on, bro. Like we know you bought the like
You
stop the cap, my
and
boy.
look, you done posted a million times and got 12 likes
Yeah,
on each one of them. Like, bro, you
it's
got
like
bots on your
it's
page,
it's
bro.
it's like, bro, look, that stuff is public. Like that stuff is public. You can look and be like 200, 150. Bro, why you got
Like,
25K? What you ain't like you a
come on, bro.
celebrity?
Yeah.
Like, come
You supposed to be a
on.
celebrity. Like, yeah. You a famous
Like
rapper, but I've never heard of you in my life.
yeah, like stop the cap, man. So, but then, man, I feel like once you get the formula down, man, and once you like really kind of figure out what your niche is, man, and you like get the formula down, man, like even times like you could step like when I was deployed overseas and I wasn't really posting a lot, but once I got back here stateside, man, I picked it back up and I started boom, 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 posting every day, and then boom, like in the beginning the first like 10, 15 videos wasn't really getting any traction
Yep,
because the algorithm had to pick me back up. But then boom, that first one hit and it was like 10K, boom, 20, 50, then
bro.
boom,
I remember.
so then it was hitting.
I went ahead. I bought the Sly Hunt. You know Sly Hunter,
Yeah,
obviously, right?
uh-huh.
So I
Yeah,
bought his
the
ebook. I
spice
bought it
ball.
the Spice Ball. So like it was crazy. Like I bought his ebook and I'm like, man, I was reading through it. I'm like, man, I've been doing
Yeah,
this, but then I really read through it. I'm like, okay, let me revamp. Let me do exactly what he said.
yeah,
And I started doing exactly what it said, bro. And like, boom, the algorithm. Like, I'll post a video. I'll sit there with my client. I'm like, look, by the time you end your haircut, it's gonna hit the algorithm. Boom,
yeah.
it'll literally go from like being like 100 views to 10,000 by the time the end of the haircut. He was like,
Yeah.
bro, what, bro? How'd you know it's gonna hit the algorithm? I'm like, bro, I'm trying to tell
Mm-hmm.
you, bro. I got the sauce
Yep.
now. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. Exactly. That's how it be, man. Once you get that formula right, bro, like and once you figure out kind of like what your thing is too, because like I'll post like a variety of different contents, like in the beginning it started out where I was just using social media as like my portfolio. So I started out where I was
Right.
just posting my haircuts on there. It was only haircuts, and then would just get very little traction, you know what I mean? It would help me out kind of in a local market to where people could see, okay, yeah, I can see you cut. But then I was just like, man, like I want to have more reach. And what people don't realize too is that having viral videos or creating content has got me more clients
Real
than
stuff.
the actual pictures that I posted of my haircuts, bro. You know,
I literally have people come in and be like, they come in now and they're like, bro, you're funny. You're funny as hell, bro. I had to book with you.
yeah,
Like, it's not even about if I'm actually good at cutting hair. It's kind of funny. They'll
yeah,
call the shop and be like,
uh-huh,
hey, is that groovy guy there? I seen his content all over the
yeah,
place. Like, he's so damn
exactly.
funny. I had to come get a cut from him. They're like,
Yep,
you recording this one, bro? You recording
yeah,
this one? Like, it's crazy.
mm-hmm,
Like, the viral content has brought me more clients than, just posting regular pictures.
exactly. Exactly, man. And what people don't realize that too, man, is like because and it's all about when you look at your analytics, the reach that you have. If I post a picture and it reaches 250 people. But if I make a video and that video reaches 10,000 people, that's a lot bigger audience. And of that 10,000 people, I could sit up there and a lot of those, next thing I know, I'm getting DMs.
Right.
Seeing people hit the link in my bio. And then I'm like, when they get a cut from me, I'm asking them, hey man, how'd you hear about it? I came across one of your videos online on social media. I
Yep.
checked your page out and then boom, I was like, all right, I made an appointment with you. So like that in turn, that content, you just got to kind of figure out what your niche is. And like with both of us, bro, like we do like comedy stuff, bro. So like I realized like long time ago, I was like, man, I can do funny stuff that people can relate to. And that funny stuff, like it just comes to me, man. Like, I'll hear a
Yep.
sound, I'll be scrolling through Instagram, I'll hear a sound and I'll be like, boom, I know how I'm gonna do that. And I'll save the audio or I'll
Yep.
save the video and I'll be like, yep, I know how I'm going to do that. Or if I see somebody do it, I'll be like, I have a different idea of how I
Yep.
want to recreate
Yeah, I'm
that in
gonna
my way.
tweak it. I'm gonna tweak
Yeah.
it. Yep,
I'm
tweak
a,
it just a little
I'm,
bit.
I'm
That's what I do. I go through like the explore page and I go see like different videos, different audios and stuff. Sometimes I find audios that have nothing to do with barbering, right?
yeah,
And
exactly.
I try to beat people to the punch and put something
Yeah.
about barbering on those
Yeah.
audios. That way
Uh-huh.
I'm the first one about barbering and then boom, those are the ones that always go viral for me. I mean, it's crazy. If you are one of those first people to get on that trending audio, I promise
Yeah.
you're bound to blow up.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Jumping on those quick, man, because it's one of the things. It could be a complete different niche that's out there, but then you can tweak it into what it'll work for your
Yep.
niche and what your followers and stuff like that will relate to. So I find myself doing that all the time. And then what I've been doing recently is before I was kind of realizing like so right now with me being out of town a lot of my content, I was like, dang, I'm not going to be at home in my shop. So how am I going to still generate content? Bro, I've been going on like CapCut and just like the little green screen things and coming up with an idea, bro. And some of those videos have been going more viral than ones where it's just me because I come up with an
Right.
idea on CapCut and I'll use the little sound that goes with it and then put the words behind it and then boom, boom, that's
Yeah,
just
bro.
hitting people like, oh
Bro,
yeah,
content
bro.
is a lot. It's a lot easier than what people think it is. Like sometimes
Yeah,
you overthink it, right?
yeah.
You want the perfect video. You want the best advice I ever got was don't delete your videos. You know what I mean? Like some
Mm-hmm.
videos you might only get 100 views for a day,
Yeah,
a week. I just had one that just did that. So I look back, I just hit like 200K on it. It
yeah.
had like maybe a couple thousand when I first dropped it. Now
Oh
it's
yeah,
at 200K. Like it's
exactly.
crazy. Don't
And
delete your videos,
sometimes
man.
don't delete it. And sometimes you can use the same. I've done this before where I've used the same exact video but a different audio, and it did numbers. You know what I
It did
mean? So
numbers,
like
yo.
I keep all those videos and all that stuff, all that original content in my camera roll. And if it's a new audio or if there's a way that I could kind of tweak it and make it more relative, then I'll add that new audio onto it, and then boom, you know what I mean? Are also repurposing. One thing I haven't really started doing yet, but another social media strategy that people do is actually reposting the same video later on. Because as your
Not,
followers
yep.
grow,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? Maybe that person wasn't following you 6 months ago. So they don't know about that video that you posted 6 months ago. So then, boom, you repost that. And if it was viral then, the chances of it going viral a second time is very high. You know what I mean? So then
Yep.
people
Real
use
deal,
that
yep.
strategy as well, where they reuse that content. And they'll just repost it. You know what I mean? And then just keep
That's
keep getting
smart. I
that.
need to start doing that, yeah, because like you said, I didn't have this big of a following, months like 6 months ago. So why not
Hmm.
repost that video and see what it does now? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah, man. So then that's definitely a strategy that I know people have been recommending. And one of the courses that I did, is Marvy Marv. His social media interactive course. He got them gems in there too, man. And he has it for all different platforms. And one thing that I've really been seeing him doing is repurposing the same content. So one thing that he's been doing is he does these live streams on YouTube,
Okay.
and then he grabs snippets of the live stream on YouTube and turns them into short form content. So
Hmm.
like he does a 2 hour live stream where it's just nothing but gems and nuggets going in there. And then next thing you know, that fuels his short form content. And he sits up here and he's just taking clips out of that, clips out of that, clips out of that. And then for the next like couple of weeks, he's just dropping
Right.
pieces out of that. You know what I mean? So I'm
Right.
starting to see that be a trend too, where people that are using their long form content and just taking it's almost like commercials. So that's what it
Hmm.
is. It's a commercial or a trailer for your long form content, and they're just taking pieces out of it. So it's not necessarily always about creating new stuff, repurposing and reusing what you have already.
Yeah, no, that's why I gotta get better at, because you know how many times, like you said, you're out of town, you're not in your own, like you're not. Sometimes it's a mental thing, like, oh, I'm not in my shop, I can't make content. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
no, let
Hmm.
me go through my phone, let me find some old content, let me chop it up and make it to my liking and fit it with this new audio. You know what I mean? Instead of
Oh
just
yeah.
sitting around and letting that traction I'm building go to waste.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. And then I definitely been doing stuff like that, bro. But like the biggest thing too, man, is like finding your purpose. You know, for some people, you know, are you educating? Are you entertaining? You know, whatever your source is, to find really what your niche is, and like what am I providing to people? You know, and then you got to also
Hmm.
look at it from a consumer standpoint. When I'm on Instagram, if I see certain stuff, what am I swiping through? And what am I actually sitting there and I'm watching? What catches my attention? You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I'm at the point now where we kind of all know that most of us could knock out some pretty dope cuts. So like if I see a bunch of that, like you gotta really be like elite for it to like really catch my attention.
Right.
To where I'm like, bro, that's the nicest damn fade I've ever seen. You know, that's the one where I may actually watch like the whole thing. But if it's not something like that where it's like the dopest fade out there, then
Yeah.
like then you got to find something else that people can relate to. You know, whether it's
Exactly.
educational, whether it's entertaining, and that's where I found the entertaining part is where I found like I can gain the most traction is I can make funny content people can relate to and people gonna rock with it, you know, and they
Hmm.
gonna go with it there because I could just that's kind of what I do, you know. So, but but yeah, man. I will say, bro, like it does seem kind of like it's harder. Uh, it's harder getting it's harder gaining them following now than what it used to be. Kind of. Oh, hold up. Can y'all still hear me? Y'all can still hear me. Drop a thumbs up. I think we having some. I think the video might have went out. Group, are you there? Hold on, I think. Let me see. All right. All right. Hold on. I think he's having some technical difficulties, but let's see if we can get him back on. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You back.
That.
But yeah, so what I was saying, man, is I feel like now at a certain point before, like it used to be a lot easier to get your following like higher organically. I used to feel like you would get some more viral video and then your numbers would go up higher. But like now, bro, you really gotta like grind it out because when I got like my biggest gain was when I had that viral video that did 9.8 mil. I remember before I did that video, I was sitting up there and I had a post and I was like, thank you for 1,000. I was like, thank you for 1,000 followers. And then boom, like after that video went viral, I think I went up to like 5, 6,000 from that like one video and stuff like that. And then for a while, like my numbers was going up, and then I like really plateaued for a long time. I really plateaued for a long time around like 9K. And then I was just like, dang, man, like I'm kind of stuck here. And it wasn't until I like got back recently and then had some more videos kind of go viral to where I hit over that 10K marker. Oh, oh, hold it. Think we went out again. All right. Can y'all still hear me? Mm, if y'all can still hear me, drop a. Okay. All right. He
Good
back.
on good on
Yep.
Instagram, man. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I know, right? Oh, like, they don't want to. They don't want us. They don't want us over here. They hating.
They definitely hating.
Yeah. But man, it's like I remember kind of like trying to gain that traction on there, man. I feel like, bro, you got to grind it out a whole lot more now because you'll get a lot of engagement on your videos, but then like getting the people to actually follow, man, like people don't realize the amount of work that it took. Like I dropped 1,000 posts before I hit 10K. Like it took me a
Ooh.
1,000 posts to get to 10,000 followers on Instagram, bro. Like 1,000 posts. Like people don't realize how much time and dedication that is. Now not everybody's not the same. I've seen some people that they put in a lot more like quality or something that's a lot more relatable. So their numbers, their posts may be like lower, but it's high quality that they're putting out, so then it's gaining a more traction. I think of somebody like Coldest Clippers. You know what I mean? So he's putting in a lot of work, like in the studio, actually making a song and all this stuff like that. So like he hasn't really been out there for a long time, but his quality and how much work he puts into each one of
Mm-hmm.
his videos pays off for him in his following count and how that kind of goes viral for him. So
For
like
sure.
that's the biggest thing is like, and if it's not an overnight success. You can take the easy way and go buy them, but that ain't gonna do nothing for you. If you want to really grow it organically, bro, you gotta be consistent. You gotta drop
Got to.
drop these freaking videos. You
Man,
know
them bots ain't, coming to get cuts or, supporting or buy
exactly.
or buying an ebook or wherever it may be. Those bots aren't doing nothing but looking good,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, you got over
Yeah.
10K, but like you're not making no money from that.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly, man. And that's the biggest thing too, is like the transition of their content actually generating that. Because even when it comes to like sponsors and stuff like that, man, like I'm kind of at the point now where the first thing when some of these companies reach out to you, they are, hey, let me see them analytics. They want to see them analytics right off the back. So like all these Clipper companies, when they want, or any one of them, when they wanted to get with me, I had to go on all my social media platforms and screenshot for them my analytics. They want to see how many people I could reach. They want to see how much does your channel reach out on these different platforms,
Hmm.
because they have certain set numbers that they want you to have as far as following, how many people you reach. So like you get people that see people like Tank be chopping, or Cuts by Reggie, and they're getting all these like clippers sent to them, bro. But like, do you know how long they was doing that for? How many videos they dropped where they went out there and they bought them clippers and all that by
Right,
themselves and did
right.
them reviews? Like it didn't happen overnight. They just didn't all of a sudden start getting all these clippers to review. Like they had to invest in the
Exactly.
system in themselves to get to that point. And it's the same way, like, for me to be recognized by these companies, you got to have the numbers. The numbers is what talks.
Numbers
You know
don't
what I
lie.
mean? The
Numbers
numbers
don't
don't
lie.
li- the numbers don't lie. You know what I mean? So for anybody that's interested in maybe collaborating with a company or whatever the case may be, you got to have your numbers up. You got to have your following count up, and you got to have your engagement has got to be up there too,
Facts.
because those are the things they're gonna do that. And it gets to the point to where once you get to a certain point, you ain't even got to reach out to them. They'll see you you'll start popping up on their algorithm. They'll start seeing you maybe on repost pages or whatever, and then they'll
Right.
start DMing you to where you'll start getting DMs. Hey, can we send you this clipper? Hey, can
Hmm.
we send you this product? Hey, you mind? Do you want to review this in exchange for this? Hey, can we give you an affiliate code? Whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So like
Yep.
that's all stuff that you kind of get as a trade off. So sometimes it may not just be uh physical money that you may get, but you're getting value in other forms and stuff
For
like
sure.
that, and whatever
If I
products.
if I can get some free products or free clippers and stuff, that goes a long way. I
Oh
mean, it
yeah,
does.
yeah, yeah, getting that, man. If it's and then so let me ask you this, man. What's your opinion on on people, on like barbers that are more, I would say, that have more of a presence on social media? Do you think that that affects them as far as people wanting to book with them, or like kind of like what I'm trying to say is like if you're a barber and let's say you have a decent following on social media,
Hmm.
do you think that that is a better benefit for you and causes more people to uh want to book with you because you're more known? Because I've realized there's some people that I know that are like crazy viral on social media, and they've like jacked their prices up like pretty high. And I
Yeah.
feel like what they're doing is that for those clients, that's their 15 minutes of fame. So like it's like a couple dudes that I know to where they do a lot of before and after like transformations, right? And if one of their videos does 100,000 or whatever, and it's local 100,000, then they kind of feel like, yeah, I'll drop that $100 on that haircut because
Right.
when I look at them comments, man, chicks was trying to tell me I'm cute, or
No, for real though.
my DMs start popping, or
No,
so
real stuff.
I'm gonna pay that $100 for that haircut because this dude got 50,000 followers, and when he posts a video, it do a mill, and
I
I'm
mean, bro, it was crazy. So everybody judges stuff on social media anyway. Like
yeah,
you could tell somebody you could cut hair and only have like 100 followers. You might be the best barber in the world, only have 100 followers, and they might not book with you. But there could be a barber that's really trash, but he got 10K followers. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And they'll book
uh-huh.
with him just off the strength of like he got a huge following. You know what I'm saying?
Like
So
it's got to be a
it
reason.
got to be
Like
a
what's
reason why his following was
yeah,
like this. So
mm-hmm,
I think the following does play a huge role in barbers getting booked. But what some of people do got to realize is so a lot of these barbers that are viral on here aren't booked barbers. You know what I'm saying?
oh
So what I
yeah,
had,
yeah,
what I
yeah,
had to realize was like at first when I was getting started with this content journey, I'm like, okay, I got to give myself a little bit of slack because I am a booked barber. So I don't
yeah,
have the time that some maybe these young cats do that are
mm-hmm,
like, young and upcoming that don't have that much clientele that
yeah,
have the time to just sit there and make videos all day. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like I got to
mm-hmm,
in between clients or I ask my client, hey, you trying to make this video real quick? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, mm-hmm,
and that's a lot harder to do than just somebody just sitting there in the shop like, oh, I'm gonna just make this video real quick, you know what I'm saying? Post it, take my time, edit it, you know what I'm saying? I don't have
oh
time
yeah,
for all that.
yeah. Yep. And I remember that was a pretty hot topic going around the barber community where it was pretty much talking about just because somebody is viral or just because somebody has a large following doesn't necessarily mean that they are booked. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that they're booked. And then the opposite way around. There's people that don't have no social media, but they doing numbers every day, day in,
Numbers,
day out,
chair spinning.
chair spinning, around after, after the after hours, before hours, all that, so one, it doesn't necessarily translate one to the other, but it is one of those things to where it's a benefit. It helps you
Hmm.
out, man. Like this has been the biggest thing that I have as far as my organic reach to get new clients is creating content. You know what I mean? I have my network as far as at work, where it's coworkers and stuff on the military side, but bro, like my content is what really drives stuff to where I'll have people that are moving from another duty station coming into state,
Hmm.
and they were like, "Man, I've been following you for 2 years now, and now we station at the same location. So soon as we was at the same spot, can you get me in? Hey, I'm locked in with you now. You know what I
Facts. I mean,
mean?
people moving in. What's the first thing they're gonna do? They're gonna type in barber or whatever it may
Oh
be.
yeah.
And if you're the
Yep.
one that's on the explore page or whatever, and you're in that
Yep.
area, you're gonna be the first one that pops up. They're gonna
Oh
scroll
yeah.
through your page, see your cut, see that you're funny, whatever it may be, and they're gonna book with you. And that's how I get a lot of new clientele is because they're from out of state and they're looking for a
Mm-hmm.
barber. And of
Yep.
course I'm gonna be the first one that pops up because I got viral videos.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah. And that's those viral videos is what turns that chair for you, man. That's what gets you them new clients and stuff like that. So like that's one of my key marketing strategies is is put the content out there. You know what I mean? Push this content out there so I can get more clients and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
but yeah, bro. Um it's been nice, man. Like I say, appreciate you, bro. I'll make sure anybody that's on here, y'all make sure y'all go over there and drop a follow. Man, putting out fire content all the time, you know what I mean?
You know it.
Yeah, man, keep doing your thing, bro. Like I say, I see
Yes,
you.
sir.
I just wanted to shout you out on that too, man. And maybe we could do some collabs or something, you know what I mean, in the
Hell,
future. You
hell,
never
let's
know,
do
you
it.
know what I
Let's
mean,
do
my
it, man.
boy?
Where you at? Where you based at?
So I'm down in El Paso,
El
Texas.
Paso, Texas. Okay.
Yeah, uh-huh.
How far is that from like College Station, Houston?
So that's like, bro, ten it's like 10 hours to like Houston, College Station, like Austin and all that. That's all like 10 hours because El Paso's all the way on the west. So it's all the way on the west side of Texas. So like that's closer to like New Mexico, Arizona and stuff like that, and then Mexico down there.
Okay.
So then everything else in Texas is on the complete opposite
Okay.
side in the middle. And
I was
bro,
about to say,
Texas
bro,
big.
Texas is huge. Cause I'm going down to Houston. I'm about to get cut up by Bree Baza.
Yeah.
To chop
Uh-huh.
it up with him, whatever. I want to see if he really can cut
Yeah.
these waves.
Can he cut
Hey,
it in
and
15 minutes?
I'm putting the timer on. I'm putting the
Yeah.
timer on.
15 minutes,
Hey,
my boy.
15 minutes.
It's
Hey, look, I got the swirls, my boy.
yeah.
Hey, look, don't be rushing the swirls now.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
Uh-huh.
so I'm about to put that timer on, make some content with him, and then I was just
Yeah.
seeing how far that was, so maybe I could shoot over there to you. But no, we're gonna have to schedule
How
something.
soon how soon you going down there?
I'm going down in August.
Oh, okay, in August. All right.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
so yeah, I'm down here in Corpus Christi right now, which is down all the way on the south by the water and stuff. So it's like 2 hours from Houston. But I'll be down here. Yeah, I'll be gone before then. But yeah, well I'm gonna try to hit this Texas Barber Expo. This might be my first one I'm gonna go to. It's in San Antonio. That'll be next month.
Hmm.
So that's one thing I'm trying to do too, man, is I got to that point to where, I'm getting my numbers up on the short form content, but I'm trying to like see some of these dudes that we see on social media all the time, man. You know what I mean? That
Right.
see them in person, chop it up with some of them people that we talk to all the time, bro, and like link in with them. Try to hit some of these barber shows and stuff wherever they may be.
Hey,
And
I'm down, man. Hey, I'm sure we're gonna link up at one of them
oh yeah,
for
yep,
sure.
yep. But all right, bro.
All right, dog, man.
You have a good night, man. Hey, it's
You too,
been
my
nice,
guy.
and we're gonna link back up again, my boy.
Yes, sir. Stay
All
up.
right,
Let's go.
all right, bro. Later.